Sorry, I'm back. So I'm not sure if you guys can imagine, but like, say here you are inside of your head, you realize, okay, you know, there's a possibility for me to be happy. There's a possibility for my dreams to come true, and I can live inside of the desired gender of how I really see myself. So you make this decision, you kind of put out a plan to do your hormones and your cosmetic surgeries to make yourself, you know, fit more of the lifestyle. Come here, Sarah. Fit more of the lifestyle of what you desire. So here I am. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I start dressing up as a woman, living my life that way, going to work and doing whatever, as a female. Granted, I don't look 100%. So you can imagine the raft of what I got from society at times, walking on the street or going to a restaurant or a club. There was a big level of anxiety that I had at that time in my life because just being afraid to go into these public situations where I could possibly be judged or in some cases even be gay bashed, if that's what you, for lack of better terms. So it was really, really hard. I would have anxiety when I walk into a room thinking people are talking about me, which they were. Or if you go somewhere that's predominantly black, how people can be really, really very boisterous and outspoken and yell, yo, that's a man, blah, blah, blah. It was hard. And then also me not being disillusioned about how I looked and how I appeared, I had my own inner conflict and non-contentment with myself. And then you have your peers, which are not as supportive as you think they would be. They're just as competitive and catty, and to make themselves feel better about themselves, they're pointing out your flaws. So I had all these different negative um, energies or direct, negative uh, deflections towards me from society, from my peers, and from myself. So needless to say, this point in my life was really, really hard and very challenging mentally, but I guess I can really thank my family for having a very strong religious base foundation in my life. I had the ability to have faith, believing in something that was not in front of me. I believed that I would get to that point of where I wanted to be in life. I believed that I would accomplish my goals because of my faith, having the ability to, you know, dream big and aspire to obtain those goals. So, slowly but surely, I got to a level of where I accomplished all the things I wanted and did all the cosmetic surgeries and began to see myself in a different light. And it was amazing. Amazing to feel free and to have people see me the way I saw myself, to go out in public and people say, yes, miss, and her, and uh, uh, address me in the proper way that, I wanted to be addressed. So it was amazing. It was a level of freedom and liberation, and I began to appreciate the simple things of living life uh, in comfort, which I didn't have, initially just growing up. So, yeah. So that kind of explains, why you sometimes see the video, like my video titled Vanity, or the video I have like hair and makeup done. You know, um, it's an amazing feeling to go from one self-perception to another, from looking at yourself feeling like, oh my gosh, ugly, hating it and hating different features and feeling masculine, to being able to see yourself in the light that you want to. So for me, it's a celebration. It's a liberation. It's a great, 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 amazing feeling that I wish everyone could have, and I can't really even articulate how amazing it feels. So I'm definitely not a conceited or self-absorbed person, but I am confident, a genuine, real confidence, where I don't really have to put down someone else or see their flaws to compare me to make me feel better about myself. I genuinely like who I am and what I'm about and how I look. It's amazing to look in that mirror and say, oh, work, bitch, you look over. You look good, you know? thank you, Jesus. I worked hard to get to this place. So it's like, I don't want anyone to misconstrue or uh, confuse where I'm coming from. And if you do, I guess that's your problem and not my problem, because I'm problem free. I'm happy of where I'm at. But for the people who do subscribe to me, I really appreciate it. And I just, out of respect for you guys, I wanted to make this video and let you know exactly where I'm coming from. It's not me boasting and being all of this or all of that. It's just me being me. And you have to know where I've been and what I've gone through to get to where I'm at, to understand, hey, I I owe it to myself to like be able to appreciate my beauty and yeah, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, a lot of my girlfriends do it that are transgender. They're in the mirror, they're always posing, they're taking pictures, you know. You see how Paris Hilton acts, and certain, you know, regular girls do it also. I mean, I think for me, you know, I'm not going to allow. Tashi, come here. Tashi. You know, and so I hear the different. Tashi, come here. Now. Come here. Tashi, come here. Come here. Dogs. So, so yeah, making comments and calling me this and calling me that. I'm like, I've been called everything underneath the sun, honey. And one thing that you can know, that you can never call me anything that's going to break me, because I've been through it all. You know, I've called myself what you're calling me. And no one is ever going to punk me, because I'm not a punk. It takes a lot to live the life that I live. It takes a lot to have the balls, no pun intended, and the guts to go against the grain in pursuit of your own happiness. So I'm never going to be punked into submission, to be subservient or to be timid. No, I'm strong in my own right, because I worked hard to become empowered in myself. So never in 1 ounce of anyone's comments will I ever be punked into doing and to not do, to doing what someone else wants to do, and to not doing what is comfortable for me, and being true to myself. So this is my video to all my quote unquote haters. And this is a video to my subscribers. And this is a video to the world that, you know, don't judge a book by its cover and be so quick to make, you know, your own assessments when you don't really know the true picture and the whole entire story. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. The sun is going down and my dogs are walking around. So I have to keep an eye out on them. And I didn't have like a whole outline of what I was going to talk about, but hopefully it wasn't too all over the place and you get really where I'm coming from. And thanks a lot. I really appreciate your comments, good and bad. And it feels great to finally open up. And peace.